Evening YouTubers. So, what do we have here? Well, this is Ubuntu 17.04 with the Budgie Desktop. So it looks pretty plain Jane, but what I'm going to introduce you to here is a very clean desktop environment. Now that's not to say it's perfect, but I'd like to demonstrate to you why of all the desktops at the moment, this is probably one of the easiest to navigate, not customized, but easy to navigate and be productive with. So first of all, we should probably find out about the Budgie Desktop. So we'll just pull up Chrome, which is installed by default. No Firefox at this point. You'll have to forgive the execution time there. I'm running on a mechanical drive as opposed to my regular drive, which is a solid state drive, a SAMI. So Budgie Desktop. So let's take a look. So you can see here that we've got a couple of articles here that will be relevant. So Budgie Solace project. So you can see here that Budgie is actually a part of the Solace project overall, or the Solace distribution. So you can see here there's the Budgie menu, just like that. Very simple. You've got a search bar in here, you've got your categories down here, and your relevant applications in here. So you also have the applets, or I should say the notification area, just over here. Very nice, very smooth. You should know that Budgie is actually built on the same technologies, or roughly, as those that are built for GNOME. So we're talking GDK 3. But in this Ubuntu version of, or Ubuntu spin, there are a few little features that I'd like to show you. But you can see here that it requires the X11 X Windows system at this point. So I'm just wondering actually if it'll be readily portable to Wayland. Let's have do a little search. Yeah, maybe not. So let's start anyway. So let's go and have a look at some of the applications, accessories. So we've got this plank here. I mean, files, you've seen that a dozen times, a million times before. I imagine it doesn't have the F3 customization. No F3 on that one, which is the split pane, as you already know from me. So you do have Plank, which is our, I believe that's what's providing this side panel there. Books. Now, I don't have any books on here, but nonetheless you could go and have a look through your book collection. Perhaps next time I should provide Dickens or something like that. You know, you can see how smooth that compositing is. Very nice. Go to accessories. We've got the calculator, which you guys have seen before. Documents, which is a way to take a look at your documents. I don't have any important documents on here, but you can see here getting started with documents. Wow, that's there. And we can just go through that. Looks like a semi-decent reader, to be honest. Very nice. Very responsive, even though it's on the mechanical drive, apart from Chrome starting up before, which can be a little bit odd. We've got the menu editor, so it looks like we can change things around a little bit. What's this? I can add some directories. Very nice. I'll tell you something that I noticed when I press Alt F2. Right, I'm used to using D menu under i3, so I assumed that I'd press Alt F2 and type Scrot in, because I'd installed Scrot to take some photoshops, not photoshops, some photographs of the, take some screenshots, and fail. I thought, well, okay, maybe it's about a path issue. So let's have a look. And still no good. So I had to do it via the command line and issue a delay when I did some of the screenshots for this video. So yeah, funny that. So it looks like we've got a maps application, probably using OpenStreetMaps. Let's take a look. Maps is offline. Well, that's very interesting. Let's just take a look at my internet connection, which sometimes my network connection is a little bit buggy. Not because of any software issue, but more or less to do. Oh, we're connected. More or less to do with the clip for the RJ45 connector on my the connector on the back of the machine here is slightly broken. The clip is slightly broken, but let's look for, yes, and it's not behaving very well at the moment, so I'm not really sure what is going on then, but we'll quit. We'll give it another chance to reprieve itself, give itself a reprieve rather. No, she's not playing the game. So, alright, so that's not doing too well so far on that one. We have text editor, which would just be gedit, but I mean really just probably be better off using Vim if you're doing any serious text editing. So what else have we got? I think as far as accessories are concerned, I mean, you've got Vim in here. I installed Vim. I wonder if it's got it's graphic. No, it's just the command line version, but it made it look like it was almost GVim there. But anyway, I installed Vim. I like using it a lot. The weather. Let's have a look. Perth. It doesn't like it if you don't select the exact one. Just give that a moment to load. And you can see that that's loading. So OpenStreetMaps, or Maps, didn't really have any excuse before, I should say. Not OpenStreetMaps, but Maps. Of course, it uses OpenStreetMaps as a backend or a service provider. So what else have we got? Games. I guess you guys can do that yourself. Go through those games. Graphics, simple scan. I don't have a scanner at the moment on this machine. No need for me to do that. You do have a photo viewer, so perhaps what we can do, if we can navigate my way through this, is to find add photos, online photos. I don't think I'll be doing that somehow. Yeah, this is looking a little bit weird that it's not wanting to do offline photos. So anyway, move on there. Not sure why that would be the case. I didn't really have any issues with other applications like LibreOffice Draw. They don't include base, which I find a little surprising. I mean, with distros really weighing in over CD size these days, I don't see why they can't just include base off the off the get-go. So yeah, no nice theming of the icons there. So a little bit odd. We go onto the internet. So I think this is kind of a good choice. A lot of people are using Chromium or Chrome these days. Chromium is the free and open source upstream version of Chrome. Chrome gets packaged up by Google from the Chromium sources and ultimately makes its way. Let's have a look at Geary Mail. I've not used this, so let's have a bit of a go. So let's have a look. Well, we'll just chuck that in there as well. Let's hope that all works. Won't remember the password. Heck of a lot of emails in this account because it won a couple of mailing lists. While that's doing that, let's oh, here we go. And it won't allow it to do it. Now I can try the password again, but it's almost certainly due to Gmail's very strict, stringent rules regarding clients. They've got a bit of a different authentication system these days. It's not plain authentication. It requires some custom settings on the actual website itself. So that's not going to do. That's not going to play the game. Let's go to. You got the transmission Bittorrent client. I'm assuming you guys know how to use that. We've gone through LibreOffice Draw. If we pull up the calendar, they've introduced this week, month, and year, or the week bit just recently. So you can add events in there, and I've shown you how to do that before on a recent distro review. So contacts, sure, you can manage your contacts through there. So as I said, base is missing from here. Let's just pull up calc. Don't really like that theming there, that orange theming coming from GNOME. And you can see here they choose this icon theme, which I'm not really sure why they do that, because if I go into here and change it to Galaxy, and I will change I'll just do small, I'm not sure, I'll just go okay. Let's see that icon theming, in my personal view, is a little nicer, and it's the icon theme that you used to see on Windows. A little nicer. Very responsive desktop though, apart from the minor quibbles. So let's move on. We've got LibreOffice Math, which is always in there. Not always in there, I mean to say that it's often that you end up with them in two separate categories. I wish they wouldn't do that, and obviously I can edit that now that we've got that editor available to us. This is the edition that I really wanted to show you. You've got GNOME MPV, which is a front end to MPV. If I run up MPV as per normal, in fact it might not even show. We should just run one up from the terminal. Yeah, and it's just going to do that. Not actually show us anything. But yeah, they've got this beautiful beautiful front end to it. It's very nice. So nice simple front end, very beautiful, very simple. I can actually show you that it's actually that MPV front end is not it's not really got a future proofing issue, because if I go LDD /user/bin/GNOME MPV grep, what we'll do is grep it against GDK. You can see here it's dynamically linking against GDK3. Very nice. So yeah, I don't have a webcam to speak of, but I plan to get one for use in these videos in future. Might help a little bit. Rhythmbox music player. So you notice this nice dark theming. Got to say I'm really happy with that that theming. It's consistent throughout. No real standouts there as far as theming that's not really matching in with the style and format. Some system tools. I'm not sure I agree with having Xterm, UXterm, these menu options. They probably point to the one damn thing, don't they? But yeah, not sure I'm really happy having multiple terminal emulators, because of course I think I found this before. What's this one? Terminix. There is something to be said. Let's put a new window up. They've got Terminix, which I think is a good choice. I'm not sure if they're showing that anywhere in here. putting it in here. Terminix is really nice because, watch this, do that, and then we can add ourselves another. Look at that. See, we can just, it's almost like i3 like. Cool, huh? So, it's pretty nice. So you got some system tools there, power statistics. So I'm not going to take you through the software center or anything like that. Let's have a look through Xdiagnose. Diagnose graphics issues. Oh well. Yeah. So maybe a handy little tool. Not much going on in there, but a little handy tool for managing Xorg. And you've got your preferences and whatnot in there. So I just wanted to take you through a couple of these notes that I wrote up about it. Let's close. That was really easy just to close those. So yeah, I mentioned earlier there's no easy way to take a screenshot. No, the print screen did not work. I tried print screen and then just pasted in a LibreOffice Drawer or Writer, but it didn't work. I had to install Scrot to get that. As I said, the default web browser is Chromium. I did notice a slight issue on one of the websites that I go onto to buy Technic and little bits and bobs, and yeah, it just it didn't really behave so well on there with one of the menus. But Firefox plays nicely. LibreOffice Base, yeah, not included. Gave me a chance to, yes, this Terminatrix, very nice. And yeah, I really think that MPV is a worthy replacement of VLC. With VLC, you do get DLNA support, so if you've got a media server somewhere in your house that complies with UPnP or DLNA, then sure, you could use it. But I've had issues with it before with VLC and that plugin, so maybe not necessary. Plus you can just mount with GNU plus Linux, if you're using that throughout, you can just mount file systems as exports and using network file share and network file system, and then off you go. You don't really need DLNA support. So yeah, and if you want to take a look at GNOME MPV, you can do so at that website. But yeah, guys, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, there are a couple of little paper cuts here and there, but nothing that's going to fail. You know, nothing that's going to tell me don't recommend this to someone. Considering it's got the Ubuntu base, you should be able to find plenty of help if you need it. I honestly think that Budgie is perhaps where GNOME should have initially gone, and when they wanted to do the rest of the design features, then they could have done so. But a nice, easy to use menu, no complicated settings really. It's not really that customizable, this panel, I've got to admit, but it's still nonetheless a very usable desktop. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you can please leave your opinions and comments below, that'd be great. If you'd like to receive this content, please press the subscribe button, and also if you did like this video, please press that like button. Alright guys, I'll leave it there, and I hope you're having a good whatever you're having. Bye now.